I don't know why this camera always does this. When I've got it on picture mode, it's a lovely spacious picture and I can see lots around me. But as soon as I put it on video mode, it zooms in and closes up the gap. It's weird. Yeah, my teeth are yellow, aren't they? Okay. Not too bad, I guess, but oh well. During the summer this year, I had an awful Coke fetish. I kept drinking and drinking, and my teeth, they just kept receding gums and everything. It's awful. So I've stopped doing that now, and I found a brilliant recipe which I'm putting to use in my teeth, and hopefully it'll work. And if it does, then I'll give you the recipe at the end. You can, well, when the whole process is done, and you can watch it yourself. Anyway, since I deleted all my videos, a lot has been happening, personally, professionally, and in the world at large. I see an awful lot of people suffering, but I also see a lot of people just getting on with it, just getting on with life. It does make me feel sad that I see people still walking around with masks on their faces, and they don't need to. There's no need to put a mask on your face now. But right now, I'm still in my van, as you can see. It's 2nd of December 2022, and I've got loads of videos to watch on my laptop at the moment. And then once I get a little bit too tired out with it all, I'll just put Frasier on. I've watched the whole series of Friends and indulged myself with them, and I kept wondering, why on earth am I watching all this? I've seen it all before. Why do I have to go through it again? And the reason is because the world out there is so mad that I just want to chill out. I just want to forget it. I just want to fill my mind up with funny things, happy things, things that make me laugh. And so I deliberately go out finding little videos that just, like cat videos and dog videos and people saving animals and each other as well, just to give me a little bit of faith back into humanity, because I know overall people are good. You take the whole of humanity. Well, look at China, for instance. I feel sorry for those people, I really do. It seems as if they had a chance to express themselves, to grow their creative vision, and to create a better life for themselves. I know I don't know the whole story, but what I'm seeing unfold on the television screens, which I shouldn't be watching, and on these videos here on YouTube and BitChute and stuff like that, it's not very pleasant. And I know that it will take an awful lot more bravery of the Chinese people to go out and do that sort of thing that they're doing, demonstrating against their government, than it would be for us to do it, because once they disappear off the scene and into those police cells, they never come out again. And that is so sad. I feel for them. They seem like an innocent people. I know. You think of the world wars that we've had and the way they've treated our prisoners, and it's awful, awful. And the way they're probably treating their people now. But overall, people in general, when you get right down to the nitty-gritty, people who just want to eat, sleep and look after their families and have a nice life, they're genuine, good people. They don't want to hurt anybody. And it's so sad that people up the top just seem to want us to fight all the time, want us to kill each other and hurt each other. And then when you look at it on a smaller scale, going right down to your family do it to you too. And I've had experience of that too, and that's not very pleasant. When you think about the world at large and you see what's on the television screens, It seems so at odds with what's going on in your own district, in your local community. When you take a trip down to Tesco or Sainsbury's, or even to your local shop, you can't see any of this going on. Nothing seems untoward, nothing seems unusual. It just seems as though it's just a normal world, everyday circumstances that nobody's worried about. But when you see it all unfolding on the screens in front of you, you think, is this a different world? Is there something strange going on? And there is something strange going on, because you've all been hypnotized into believing that you should be doing certain things in order to save certain people around you. And while we've been doing that, we've been neglecting other people, especially the older generation. I'm part of that, I guess, now, even though I don't think I am. But right now, I'm scared to go into hospital. I'm scared if ever I have to go into a care home. It's not a care home anymore. It's a prison. And hospitals are not there to care for you or heal you. They're there to stick drugs in you and get you hooked on that sort of thing. Look at Matthew Perry. Beautiful boy when he was younger. Really good looking lad. And now look at him. I know age is a horrible thing. It just makes us wrecks, and it's just awful. But when you take drugs, I look at him and I think, okay, he says he's been, he had an injury and then he got hooked on painkillers and then went down the drug route that way, addiction to drugs. But I think there's something else going on in his life. I think he's avoiding something and can't stand the world that he's in, probably. But who am I? I don't know him, so it doesn't matter, does it? He's got to live his life and make his choices. But he was the one I had a crush on when I was watching Friends all the time. And even now, when I watch the Friends series, and I've just recently watched the whole thing again, it's just brilliant the way they produce that thing. People are hooked on it because it shows you people that are not rich, they're all down to earth, they just meet up at a coffee shop, they don't drink, not overtly anyway, they're not horrible to anybody, they are supportive of one another. It makes you see how people are when they are close together. They support each other, they look after one another, they root for one another, they want the best for each other. And that's the way generally humanity is. But yeah, it's a crazy place to be, this world at the moment. It is sad, but there is hope. I've still got hope. And I really do root for the Chinese people. I do. Because they just want to live their lives. And I know that if this whole thing goes forward, whatever they're planning, Klaus Schwab and everybody else who's on his team, then there won't be many of us left to fight. We'll just walk into it. It's like sheep walking off a cliff, isn't it? That's what we're doing. We're being herded. And in the end, those people who are herding us, it's going to be their turn soon too. And I hope the politicians and the people who are promoting this thing, this agenda to us and convincing us that, we should follow these paths that they're laying out for us, I hope they realise that, it's going to come for them too, because they're not wanted on this planet. They're just useful idiots, just like the rest of us. They're just put in place to force this program through. And if you watch Ross, Britain's Hidden History, Ross, on YouTube, you'll find out a lot of things. And there's a lot of hidden history programs now where people have said that there's been loads of these resets before, they just get humanity to a certain degree of intelligence, and then they kind of delete them, delete us. And while I know it is, we've all got to die, put it like that. We've all got, a birth date and a death date. But it's what you do with that little dash in between, isn't it? That's important. Fill your life up with some wonderful things, So don't worry about dying. Just live your life. We've all got to die at some point. So make the most of life while you have it. It can be a wonderful life. What's that movie? It's a Wonderful Life. I know it sounds like when you're going through the movie, it sounds like a depressing thing because everything's going wrong for him. But at the end, he realises what he's done for the people in the community just by being him, just by living his life, by making certain decisions that have helped people. The thing is, I guess, it's a bit like the Black Beauty story, isn't it? You start off with life as a young foal, a beautiful horse that goes through life and faces challenges and goes through different owners and all the challenges that befall you through that process. And then at the end, you reach the beautiful pasture. My favourite story as a kid, Black Beauty. Didn't much like the series. I liked the book though. I liked the music that introduced the programme. That was good. But anyway, live your life and get the most out of it. Try not to be mean to people. There's no benefit to it because, you always pay for it in the end. You always screw yourself up more than you do anybody else. Guilt, anger, shame. They're all emotions that are internalised. Even though anger can be something that, you throw out to people. Guilt and shame and it just screws you up, screws your thought patterns up, makes you focus on that one thing, and then you neglect all the beauty in life. And it is a shame. And I don't know why these world leaders want to stop all that creativity in humans, in people, men and women. Because when men and women work together, such creativity, such wonder, such beauty, such love, giving, forgiveness, everything just seems much better. Once you make them all live in fear all the time, there is a balance, I guess. Because if everything was perfect, you'd be wondering why you're so bored. Because everything goes right. No challenges to learn from. But anyway, just waffling now. 16 minutes, I better cut some out. No. Okay, I'll say bye for now and say, try not to make these too waffling. Bye.